Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here. Many of you are saying that you're struggling with boss mechanics, but I'm pretty much sure there are 3 skills that you're probably not using in Maplestory, and this video is going to demonstrate. I'm going to be using Easy Sickness as an example of how to use such skills. And this is my mule account. You guys know I'm creating guides on the shadow already, how I power level this character so quickly as well. It's not my main character, but we are already soloing Easy Sickness. One party member you can see on the bottom right over there. Very, very nice solo. So I'm going to just go ahead, go into a practice run here because I already cleared it. But let me just show you some tips that you have. So the first skill that I think is really, really very important to know is phase dash or whatever dash skill that you have. Most classes in the game, if your mage is teleport, most classes in the game will have a dash skill. This is probably like your low level, level 1, level 2 skill. In the case of the Shadower, it's like a third job skill. A lot of people just like cast it aside because they think that this pushing monster skill is useless. But in harder boss fights, it becomes insanely useful. So let me give you an example of Sickness over here. As I'm trying to fight this boss, occasionally she will spawn these things that fly up into the air that one-shot you, these purple beams. What I can easily do is I can just move to one side, I can dash to one side. You can see here, I just avoided all of that. So I can move in and out, I can weave in and out of the range. If it's too close, I can just simply one jump. And if it's like too much of a distance, I can quickly just push myself to another area. And at the same time, I also do a bit of damage. So if I'm standing here, it's safe. You can get into nice corners very easily, so you don't really die too much. So if I'm here, I can just dash out. So these are really, really solid things that I think a lot of people are probably not using. If you just like put it off your keyboard, make sure you get used to this because left and right, you can see here, I can easily dash out of all of that with 2 jumps. Of course, you have to be careful that you don't hit an enemy that has damage reflect, but that is another thing. So once you learn how to use phase dash properly, you'll probably be much more better at surviving a lot of fights. Because I see a lot of problem with people who are very new to Maple is they are struggling with boss mechanics because they just can't get out of the dangers. You see the Magnus falling meteors, you see Sickness pillars, but you just can't run fast enough. And a lot of times it's because you are jumping or you are like double jumping, which is you can't really gauge how far you're going to jump because it's based on the altitude of your second jump that decides how far you move and stuff like that. So too much uncertainty. I much prefer just dashing into the fight. So that is the first skill that most classes will have. The second skill that I think a lot of people are forgetting is the Link skill, the Warrior Link skill. So over here, for those of you who don't know, Warriors, let me just dark side over here. You can see how I just AFK in this freaking fight and like just move aside. So you see Invincible Belief over here is a Warrior Link skill. I went through all of the Link skills already, but this is, even though it's like I ranked it as one of the less important skills, but this is still very strong, especially if you are dying a lot and you are finding yourself a lack of life. So for those of you who don't know, some harder boss fights, if I use a potion right now, you can see it goes on cooldown. But what happens if you take like very huge amounts of damage, very low life, and this warrior skill can actually probably like save you an extra life because it gives you 20% of max HP at 1 second for 3 seconds. So it gives you quite a bit of return, like 60% heal back. It might even be worth an extra life. For those of you who like Bishop's Door and stuff like that, this is going to be really, really very important because it can save you your run. If you find yourself just missing like 1 life and then your party clears it without you kind of thing, probably is because you don't have a Link skill that is warrior. So just get a warrior up to like level 70, just 1, just to get that 60%. Thereafter, like the rest of them, I don't really find it super valuable. Of course, it lowers the cooldown, so you might give yourself like extra 2, extra 3 lives, whatever it is. But this is really good early game. Later on, of course, when everyone gets more pro, it's a bit useless. But this is super, super important when you're first starting out the game. So that's the second skill. Now, a bonus for those of you who are watching till this point, I'll give you a third thing, which is not really a skill, but it's also really important, is a double up jump. So double up jump is very important. And teleport is, of course, better because you can hover. Double up jump helps you a lot next time, but currently in the game right now, not as important because we don't have too many bosses that you need to like double up jump. So you can see here, I can quickly phase dash out of that. It was a really, really complicated amount of monsters as well. So double up jump, I'm not going to talk too much about it. That's just a bonus tip. You need to know how to double up jump properly to avoid attacks next time. One important thing, the last skill that I think is really important is going to be Hero's Will. This one is super underrated by a lot of people. Hero's Will can actually do a lot of cleansing in your overall kit. So if you get undead buff, for example, enemy slaps you with some sort of, if you use your potions, you go into negative life, or the pink bean always keeps debuffing you, and then you're trying to like do out your full combo. Hero's Will actually allows you to cleanse a lot of that. So I'm gonna like just try to get debuff real quick, and you can immediately see it's like a full cleanse. Let me just like clear these monsters now. So you can see I phase dash out of the way, and then I can just phase back into my smoke screen. At the same time, clearing all this mess that was accumulating around as well. So phase dash. Okay, I almost got out, but I put in the wrong direction. So you can see, like, if you can get used to phase dash, you can actually escape quite a lot of BS a lot of the bosses do very, very quickly. So whenever you get like debuff or something, you can immediately use, okay, maybe it's the bad example of Sickness, because Sickness hardly like actually debuffs me, but you can pretty much like press Hero's Will, any pink bean nonsense, you just cleanse it off. It goes on a slight cooldown, like a 6-minute cooldown, but it really will save you your runs. If you are in Magnus fight, you are getting stuck with the poison gas, you can use Hero's Will to cleanse that away to actually save yourself before a falling meteor hits you. So these are 3 skills that I hope helps you in your survivability. This is just a very, very quick guide that I'm just doing. I already cleared the Sickness run, so I'm just going to did it for a demonstration. If you guys found this video helpful, you found it insightful as well. For those of you who are interested in getting boss carried by my characters for easy Sickness and everything else below as well, we do it on the channel. If you are thinking of supporting the channel, just join as a member. We'll really appreciate it. You get a lot of tons of exclusive content that other people will not get and you can benefit from. A lot of the members have said they make a lot of their money back already and it's very worth it, but I'll leave you to decide it. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in one of these 2 next videos.